going on, everyone? Welcome to N54 Racing Channel. The time has come. As you can see behind me, we pulled in Project 335 IS. Now that we got some more room in the shop, I figured we'd bring the car in, show you guys all the parts that we're going to be putting in this car, give you the rundown on it, and kind of just go over the plan for this, when it's going to be ready, and all that stuff. So here it is. You guys already saw it when we got it back from the body shop. She's here. She's all stripped down. This is the old interior that we pulled out of it. Hit me up if anybody's local and wants this N92 sports seat. It's all black. It's in decent shape. It just needs to be cleaned. There's not really any rips or tears or anything. The IS trim is pretty beat on some of them, but I don't know, 200 bucks if anybody's local. I'm probably not gonna be shipping it out, but if anybody's local and wants to grab it, feel free to hit me up. We got all the seats out of it. We vacuumed it. I got a guy coming tomorrow that is gonna shampoo it, clean the carpets. So that's why we have everything out of it. Now, the plan is we are going to start from the inside out, get all of the interior pieces in there, headliner, anything that has to do with the interior, that way that's ready. And then we can move to the outside of the car, work on suspension, work on putting the motor in, and everything else that follows with it. So here's the here is the long trail of parts. These are all brand new parts for this IS here. This is a $100,000 build. If there's ever gonna be an over-the-top 335 build, it's going to be this one right here. And not only is it just a 335, it is a San Marino Blue 335 IS. So we'll start from the interior. We have a nice peanut butter interior in really good shape. We're going to clean the leather before we put it in, so it's absolutely perfect. We're going to start over there. We got a carbon rear diffuser. We have a carbon front lip and a carbon wing. We have our two BAV sound subwoofer upgrades that are going to go in, along with the stage 1 speaker upgrade right next to it. That's part of the reason why we're starting with the interior. Everything's going to get shampooed, and while the glass is out, there's no windshield, there's no back glass. It's going to be really easy to replace these items here. Same thing with we have the Avon CarPlay Android radio screen. We are going to be cutting the dash to install that, and it has all its wiring and everything that goes for that. We have some brand new 335 IS trim, since the trim that we took off of that is pretty damaged. We have a box here of LED lights for the interior. We have OEM brand new, or not brand new, but used OEM M3 mirrors, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna get these repainted in black, or they could probably just get buffed and cleaned up. And then we have here the custom cluster. Tim had this made. Once he met me, he had a plan that he wanted to do, and following the theme of the blue car, I think this is a pretty tasteful mod. Showing some love there for the shop. Got the little boosted beamers of Chicago logo. So this is going to be really nice. I can't wait to install this and get it turned on and see what it looks like. We have our black line tail lights. We had Bay Optics completely redo the headlights. As you can see there, they got the honeycomb inserts, the LED halos. The little box right there is just some of the parts that go underneath. They had shipped it to us and they forgot to give us those ballasts, so that's what's in that box there. That pretty much covers the interior. Oh, right over there we have a M3 black headliner. So since we have the carbon roof on the car, there's no more sunroof, so we're gonna be installing the M3 headliner. We have all the pieces for it and in another box there, like the A-pillars and all that stuff. So there's that. That pretty much covers the interior. I guess we can move on to suspension. We have a brand new set of BC coilovers that we're gonna be installing right there. And then of course we have our Sika brakes, which are looking really nice. So that's one of the front brakes. These were made to fit a 17. It's gonna be a really tight fit, but it should work with a 17. So there's that. Obviously that comes with upgraded stainless steel brake lines, and all four are gonna get replaced. We have an M3 sway bar. We have some inner and outer tie rods over there. We have M3 axles, brand new BMW M3 axles. We have our SSP. This is a DCT car, so we have our SSP SSP Stage X or Spec X clutch packs right there that we're gonna be installing. We have our billet clutch baskets. We have our Seems Legit Garage billet oil pan for the trans. One piece drive shaft from DSS. And then obviously here's our brand new M3 differential. Currently it's open. I got the case for it right there. We're gonna seal this up. We have our differential bushings. We have our white line subframe bushings. We have our diff oil. And then I do have some Seems Legit Garage adapter pieces for the drive shaft. So there's that. Let's see, where are we now? I guess we can move on to the motor. CSS closed deck block. We have some Wiseco rods, JE pistons, and then we have some Schrick high lift cams for the head, Feria valves and springs that we're going to be installing on the built head. And then obviously we have some regular OEM items that we're going to be taking care of here. Belt tensioners, we have our two trans mounts, thermostat, motor mounts, some O2 sensors, our belt. We have our 335D air intake right there. We have Moose, who just walked in. And hi. What do you think?
It's a lot of parts.
It is a lot of parts.
Oh man.
No expense spared build.
For real.
So moving on, top of the motor, we have the Vargas aluminum billet valve cover, and we have their front facing manifold, phenolic spacer, and then that is the silicone charge pipe for that front facing manifold right there. We got some junk right here, reflex. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using that or not, but we'll see. Some E85 stuff, some lines. There's our Hobbs, or our stage 3 harness right over there. And then moving on to our turbo kit, we have the JMC equal length manifold single turbo kit right here with our charge pipe, our down pipe, using the Garrett G35 1050 turbo, stage 3 low pressure pump, with a inline fuel filter right there. Some oil and feed lines for this JMC turbo kit. We have our 335D tank, and we're going to be relocating that and making that look nice and clean. We have the B58 coil packs right here with the harness. These are the coil packs, and that's the bracket for the B58 coils. And then, you know, the rest is pretty much just some miscellaneous gaskets for the motor. We have the Vargas dual catch can setup right here that's going to work with our valve cover. Some Vargas coolant hoses. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the red ones. I may switch them out to black. I'm not sure yet, although the red probably would look pretty good. Moving on to the exhaust, we have the ATM full exhaust. This is another, I'm not sure if we're going to use it or we might have to modify it. Obviously, we have a V-band coming out from the downpipe, so that's not going to work. But we may make something to work with that, or just get a custom exhaust made completely for this kit. Aside from that, the only other thing is we have our S55 flywheel here, and then this is the M3 cowl. It's a full kit to run the M3 cowls. These are covers and mounts and everything, the covers. So yeah, that's pretty much everything to complete this build. I did replace the wheels. We had some Apex 17s in the rear, 18s in the front. They were like bronze, black, kind of mismatched. I got a hold of ECS. They're still new in the box, so those are gonna get shipped back. And I'll throw a picture of the new wheels that are gonna go right over these here. We're still gonna keep Apex, but it's gonna be something a little bit more classier. So there you go. Like I said, no expense spared, over the top on this build here. This is gonna be obviously not something that we're gonna do like and get it done in a couple weeks. This is gonna be, we do still have a shop to run. So between jobs and over the winter, I'm going to have Lewis start working on this build here, and hopefully by the time what's it called, Impact comes around next year, she'll be ready so we can take her down. Tomorrow I'm supposed to go look at chalk. I was told by the body guy that it's like 95% finished. I did tell them that I'm going to grab it before it gets painted so we can get it in here. That car is probably prioritized before this one here, because you know we got to go get the LS boys, so that one has to be ready. And we're gonna cut out a lot of stuff, a lot of structural pieces that, you know, we really don't need, to try and save the weight. So we got to get that car in here, get chopping on that, and then this is going to be our winter project. Yeah, I mean, you guys can see, I think well, there's well over 100,000 into this build right here, so it's definitely going to be something to see, and we're definitely going to be doing some crazy times. Yeah, the only other thing that was not in the picture here was the DCT transmission, but as you can see, we have all the parts for the DCT. Yeah, I think when it's all said and done, she's going to be looking absolutely show quality, and you know, it's going to be a nice little 900 horsepower car. So hope you guys enjoyed this unveiling of the 335 IS, the project that we're doing. And yeah, if anybody's local and needs a black sport interior, let me know. 200 bucks, we'll let it go. Pretty cheap. Obviously it's kind of dirty and beat up, but it works. So there's that. I think that's pretty much it for today. We got a lot of boxes from the parts here that we're cleaning up, organizing the shop, doing a couple more builds as we speak. I'm waiting for some parts on Rush's car right here. His motor is pretty much done. I just got to throw the head on it. And I should be getting the built transmission for this thing back pretty soon. And then we got a bunch of bolt-on parts, and we're going full E85 on this car. So she's going to be making some jam with the upgraded turbos. But anyways, we'll end it off here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe.